Hello and welcome to Big Up Games unboxing video of the new X-Wing Wave 10 release, SABINE'S TIE Fighter. My name is Simon and I'll be doing the unboxing today. So this is one of the new ships from Wave 10 and it is a very cool captured TIE Fighter that the Rebels use. So I've already cut around the outside of this just to make it a bit easier to get into, and what I'm going to do is just open it up and show you what you can get inside. So this is not a tactical guide on how to use this TIE Fighter, because there are far more knowledgeable people out there than me who can tell you how to do that, but what I will do is show you what you get inside the box. So you have a component list here and also an image of the maneuver dial just for reference, very useful, and it just shows you all the stuff you get in here. So you get all the tokens and components you need to actually fly the ship itself, and then we get 4 ship cards and 5 upgrade cards and a new condition card. So I'll show you that shortly. So let's have a look at these bits first. So let's open this up. What I'm going to do, I'll show you the tokens first and then we'll have a look at the cards afterwards. There we go. So just getting into this. So let's get these out, just put those there for a moment. So you get all the standard tokens you'd need to, ship tokens, crit tokens, stuff like that. So you get your ship tokens in there, and then you get your dial and all the other bits and pieces, including the numbering. We're now up to number 64. Impressive. And of course a focus and an evade counter as well. Then we'll have a look at the cards. So we'll take a look at the upgrades next. We'll have a look at the ship cards themselves first. So these are the iron token, modification and condition card rules, condition being the new one. So let's have a look at these. So here we have Ahsoka Tano. So it's a TIE Fighter. Pilot skill of 7, 2 attack, 3 evade, 3 hull, no shield. So basically a fairly standard TIE Fighter. It has the, she even has the ability, at the start of the combat phase you may spend a focus token to choose a friendly ship at range 1. It may perform 1 free action. Useful for boosting allies that are nearby, but also remember you always are within range 1 of yourself. So bear that in mind. And she has the focus, barrel and evade actions, and her only upgrade is the elite pilot talent. But I keep saying this, but there's something else we'll come to in a little bit to take a look at. Here we have the titular lady. Oh, that sounds really wrong to say, doesn't it? Sorry. Here we have the lady on the cover, Sabine Wren herself. So pilot skill 5, TIE Fighter, same stats as before. Her ability is immediately before you reveal your maneuver you may perform a free boost or barrel roll action. That's some good maneuverability there for free. Same action bar as well and the same upgrades, however clocking in at 15 points. It's 2 points cheaper than what Ahsoka was. Ooh, and then I dropped everything. Oh no. Here we have Captain Rex. So remember the condition card we saw? Pilot skill 4, same stats, same action bar, lost the elite pilot talent upgrade and has dropped a point. And let's have a look at that ability. After you perform an attack, assign the suppressive fire condition card to the defender. Intriguing. So I'll come to that in a moment. And here we have, finally, is Zeb Aurelios. So pilot skill 3, same stats, same action bar, same lack of upgrade slots unfortunately, and 1 point cheaper at 13. When defending you may cancel crit results before hit results. So weirdly enough it makes a more survivable TIE Fighter. However, the ability is a little bit lost simply because you only have 3 hull. So those crits, you know, when you start getting hit, more often than not, the number of crits you get doesn't have a huge impact just because you're probably going to get popped out the sky anyway. But it's nice though, it's good ability, don't get me wrong, it is a good ability. So yeah, so here we have Captain Rex with the new suppressive fire condition. So we have this condition card. So I'm not going to go through the full rules of it, but what happens is they get the suppressive fire condition, which is here. So the way this one works is when attacking a ship other than Captain Rex, you roll 1 fewer attack die. So you've got to imagine you're reading this as the person Rex has attacked. When you declare an attack targeting Rex, or when Captain Rex is destroyed, you can remove this card. So if you return fire, basically. And at the end of the combat phase, if Captain Rex did not perform an attack this phase, remove this card. So yeah, so basically it's just all of it there. All this conditioning is there just to lower the number of attack die you get to roll, or your opponent gets to roll, I guess. So yeah, that's it's pretty useful. However, there are obviously, as you can see there are a couple of conditions to keeping this going. So I think time will tell about how useful that suppressive fire is actually going to truly be. So let's move on to the upgrade cards. Now, Veteran Instincts is a reprint of a much older card, so we won't worry too much about that. Here we have the crew version of Captain Rex, so Rebel only. After you perform an attack that does not hit, you may assign a focus token to your ship, and that's 2 points. And assigning a focus token, there's lots of ways this combos off being a crew. So, EMP device, it's a unique one. It's an illicit upgrade, it's 2 points, and during the combat phase, instead of performing any attacks, you may discard this card to assign 2 ion tokens to every ship at range 1. So yikes, even large ships, because 2 ion tokens is enough to ionize even a large ship. So yeah, that's some pretty cool going. It's a little bit limited, because obviously it's only range 1. And again, as I said earlier, you are always in range of yourself. So unless this gets errata to change it to say that you don't hit yourself with it, yeah, so it's an interesting one. We have Captured TIE. So this is the TIE Fighter only, Rebel only modification. It costs a whopping 1 point. And, right, so here's the ability. Enemy ships with a pilot skill value lower than yours cannot declare you as the target of an attack. But after you perform an attack, or when you're the only remaining friendly ship in play, discard this card. So what it effectively allows you to do is basically cloak around the board. Obviously, as soon as you fire, that's it. You know, you've been revealed. But yeah, it means you can sort of sneak round the board and get yourself into position, and there's nothing your opponent can do about it. It's a very, very interesting card. I'm really curious to see how that gets used. And then we have finally SABINE'S Masterpiece. So this is a TIE Fighter only, Rebel only title, costing a whole point. And your upgrade bar gains the crew and illicit upgrade icons. So that's how you can see. You might have been wondering, how am I going to use illicit and crew? Why have we got these upgrade cards in here? Boom. There we go. That is why. So that's all the cards that you get in there. I think you've got a nice little bit of variety in here. The different pilots have got very unique abilities. It's quite an intriguing little mix of stuff in here. It's the Captured TIE, I think, is what gets me the most. I think that's the one that I'm most excited to see being played, and really curious to see what people find as a good way to utilize this sort of pseudo cloak. So here's an idea. Why don't we take a look at the ship? So here we go. So it's this beautiful yellow and orange colour, which, and I say that unsarcastically. So if we just put it side on there, normal TIE Fighter, boring, boring, boring. Oh my god, it's like a sun. It's really nice. So I like that. So let's just get that into focus a bit. It's really nicely painted on the inside. They've done a good job at the factory of getting this painted so well. In the paint scheme, I believe it is supposed to be identical on both sides. I'm not entirely sure, because confession, I have not watched this show, so I probably should. I know. But yeah, so and because it's not supposed to be dirty or anything like that, there's it's come out really nice and clean. The mold looks exactly the same as the TIE Fighter. I mean, you'd expect it to be, but just to note, it does seem like it. And in fact, actually, let's compare it to a normal TIE Fighter. So wow, look at that! It just it looks so dull compared to SABINE'S. I think we should do this to all our TIE Fighters, just paint them all on the inside of their wings. But yeah, everything else about it looks the same. Nothing else looks any different, apart from obviously that paint scheme, just making it just so nice. and we'll compare it a little bit to the Typho as well, just so you get a full comparison. I mean, you know, if you've been playing X-Wing for any length of time, you know what a TIE Fighter looks like. You know, this is nothing new for the sculpt. It's just that pretty yellow and orange paint scheme. So yeah, so there we go. That is everything you get in Sabine's pack. As a standalone ship, I think she's really cool. It's going to fit in well in a lot of Imperial lists. I really want to see captured typing used. I mean, Captain Rex and stuff is probably the more sensible choices for stuff. But I like the fun things, the things that are a bit weird and a bit different. So overall, I like it. I don't think it does add a huge amount to the game, but just because, as much as I keep going about captured TIE, it is TIE Fighter only, so you can only use it here. So, you know, it is limited like that. And obviously Captain Rex is going to go in a lot of different places, but EMP device I don't see going very far. This only works in here, this only works in here. I don't know. Yeah, as a standalone piece, really cool, but I don't know. I know I do. I like it. I've changed my mind. I like it. But don't get this expecting lots of upgrades for the rest of your fleet, if that's what you're thinking. But yeah, apart from listening to me ramble on about the same point, I'll let you decide. I'll let you decide. But remember, all the individual components you've seen here can be bought and sold individually on our website on bigorbitcards.co.uk, so go and check that out. Remember to like and subscribe, have a look, see the other Wave 10 unboxing videos if you're curious about the other ships, the Epsilon class shuttle and the quad jumper. Otherwise, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.